If I handed each of you a hamburger to eat, but said it contained only 2% meat, you would probably decline and think it was a joke. I mean, after all, shouldn't a hamburger contain more meat? And I'm not referring to a vegetarian option either. I'm talking about fast food hamburgers. Fast food hamburgers contain only 2 to 14% meat. It contains water, and 50% of the meat that's in a fast food hamburger is usually connective tissue, bone, or other unhealthy options from animal products. I'd like to share a quote from a realistic nutritionist from SheKnows.com named Claire Gallen. She states that some fast foods chicken nuggets contain a chemical preservative called tertiary butyl hydroquinone, which is derived from a petroleum, the stuff they put in your car. I don't even know if I said that word correctly. Now try to say it 3 times fast. Those are the chemical preservatives in the food that you're eating at a fast food restaurant. You should not eat fast food because it does not offer any sustenance. Fast food lacks nutritional ingredients, weakens long-term health, and is prepared in unsanitary environments. How often do you check the ingredients when you go to a fast food restaurant? You have McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King, Crystal, Taco Bell, Dairy Queen, Hardee's, and the list can go on. What is inside the wrapper? Well, let me tell you, a lot of fast food contains high added sugars, high trans fats, high cholesterols, high sodium levels, a lot of chemicals as well. So these processed foods contain such high saturated trans fats and partially hydrogenated oils that are so unhealthy for your body. They raise your cholesterol and harden your arteries as well. The drinks that are contained inside fast food drinks always have high sugars as well, which is not good for long-term health. High sodium intakes. On average, a person should consume 1,500 to 2,300 milligrams of sodium per day. A Big Mac alone contains 100 milligrams. These fast food restaurants also have high-calorie food. The portion sizes, along with the price, are so good that people think that they can just eat so much of it, but the calories inside are very harmful. Nadia Harris, a registered radiation therapist from HealthyEating.com, states that a quarter pounder with cheese from a fast food chain contains approximately 520 calories, and a large serving of fries contains 400 calories. This provides almost half of the average 2,000 calorie diet that most adults require per day. That is crazy. Portion size promoted in their sales do not add any nutritional value to your diet. In addition, a lot of these foods that are in at fast food restaurants contain high nitrogen isotopes. That means a lot of the animal products are from animals that eat their own waste. Fast food does weaken long-term health. A lot of the high carbs that are included into the food increase your blood sugar. The high sodium in the foods makes you retain a lot of water, which is not good for high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and you can never underestimate how much salt is in those fast foods. Fast food also contributes to weight gain and obesity, which is not a good factor for respiratory health as well. Not every meal should be consumed there, but the food that you are eating is very addictive into your body. The American Heart Association does regulate the intake of saturated fats, and they say that trans fats raise your bad cholesterol levels and lower good cholesterol levels. Eating trans fats increases your risk of developing heart disease and stroke. It is also associated with a higher risk of developing type 2 diabetes. The FDA regulates fast food restaurants, but if you're not reading your ingredients because the lists are too long, for example, a Big Mac contains 29 grams of fat and 10 grams of saturated fat. It's really important to know your alternatives. Grilled is always a better option, as well as fruit, or if they offer a veggie side as well. Fast food is prepared in an unsanitary environment. 28% of Americans go to a fast food restaurant at least once a week. At first, you think it looks very good. How often do you check the ingredients? Like I said, not very often. In the United Kingdom, they shut down many fast food restaurants quite frequently for violation of health codes. In the United States, that does not happen as often. Dateline NBC, who is a news affiliate for investigative journalism, did a special called Dirty Dining. They surveyed over 100 restaurants, different restaurants, 1,000 in all, from 38 different states. NBC News states that 1,000 restaurants were sampled in total, 1,700 critical violations, 613 restaurants were cited at least once, and that's more than 60% with problems inspectors consider potentially hazardous to your health. So these big violations Sometimes it's very convenient to go to fast food, so you go through the drive-thru so you're not seeing the conditions of the food that you're eating. Once again, I would like to conclude by saying how fast food is not offering any sustenance for yourself. Fast food lacks nutritional ingredients, weakens long-term health, and is prepared in unsanitary environments. CNN published a story from 2 professors from the University of Michigan and from Ohio State University. People who said they checked ingredients before eating foods had lower fast food intake. This suggests that making it easier for Americans to learn what is in their food could help sway consumers away from fast food and towards healthier eating options. I hope that you all begin to check out nutritional ingredients and values of foods before you consume them. And if you're face to face with needing to eat quickly, think about that 2% meat.